Alright, I'm Kaleb Remper here with my podcast here, and I'm here with our co-host for this show, Brett Mayerson, and of course your man, Josh Whitman. Now, we're going to be here talking about the NFL Super Bowl and the NFL honors. So, gentlemen, you want to start out?
Well, let's start with the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The ending, as Deion Sanders quoted, worst play call in Super Bowl history.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the Patriots were going to get another dose of bad luck. Thought it was going to be David Tyree II.
Oh,
David Tyree.
But
Ridiculous.
honestly, in all honesty, if that play had worked, everyone would be praising the offensive coordinator. Like, oh, way to be unexpected. Everyone's going to think that Marshawn Lynch ran the ball. He just, wrong side, he got picked. Honestly, if you want to pass the ball in that situation, you have a very mobile quarterback in Russell Wilson.
He had a lot of running room, too. He could have called.
And I would say the Patriots were assuming run. You fake it, you play fake to Marshawn Lynch, have him roll out. There's got to be like a tight end or a fullback comes off the line wide open, or Russell Wilson can walk in. I mean,
Instead of throwing it to Lockett,
yeah.
right next to Ryan right there. I mean,
if you watch it again, though, like you watch the replay, I pointed this out to everyone I knew when I was watching the highlights afterwards. During that last pass play, Marshawn Lynch was on the opposite side, wide open, with like nobody on him. Like, why wouldn't you just lob a pass to him and like have him score the touchdown there? Like, why are you going to try to squeeze it into Ricardo Lockett?
I guess they were just trying to figure like a quick trick. Like I saw a picture on Twitter of like what like Russell Wilson saw, and like it looks like he's open. Like I would have thrown the ball too. Like I don't know. It was a great play by Butler though. Biggest play of his life, and he's only a rookie.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Very good play by Butler.
yeah, the game was pretty even for pretty much the whole game until the third quarter.
It was a great game.
It was
Great.
pretty great game.
Much better than
last year.
Definitely
A
beats
lot
last year's Seahawks Super Bowl.
Nobody liked
Definitely
that
beats
last year.
Definitely beats that.
Now, what about those commercials? I honestly, overall, there are a couple okay ones, but overall, they kind of disappointed me.
Yeah, there are some good ones, but the thing is that I guess people realize that there's more money to be made for a company in making commercials now during the Super Bowl. So there's a lot of basic ones that are not funny, are not really cool, and are just like ones that you'd see every day on TV. Like, why are you including that?
There were a lot of serious ones this year. Like, there's usually like the serious, like emotional one with like the horse and the dog from Budweiser, and I always enjoy those.
Yeah, that makes me want to buy it.
But
I know.
but the nationwide one with the kids dying, like that's not like I just totally killed the mood.
I know.
Like I don't know.
A teacher here said that why you gotta ruin everything.
Yeah,
ruin
it's
the
not.
mood
That's
and-
not the place for
because
that kind of
it's-
commercial. It's not the place.
It's not.
I get it. You're trying to like mass advertise because there's like billions of people watching, but that is just not the place for that. It's just not. I don't
It
know.
wasn't the right call.
The best one, without a doubt, this is just my opinion, but the best one was the Doritos with the pigs
On the-
flying.
Yes, that one was pretty good.
I like
the
the one
pigs
with the
flying.
plane.
Yeah, I
thought that was
was
great.
pretty good.
I like the one on the plane where he's trying to be gross so people don't sit next to him on the plane, and he
take
sees
his
like
Doritos.
he sees a hot girl, and he pulls out Doritos, and he's like flossing his teeth, trying to look all nice for the girl, and then the guy in front of the girl moves, and turns out she's got like a baby like strapped on in that little like baby carrying thing, and then he goes like he realizes he messed up. I thought that was funny, and then the pigs fly one was pretty funny.
Doritos never fails to disappoint with their
Of course.
Never fails to disappoint.
No great year for Doritos.
No GoDaddy this year though.
I was pretty surprised about that.
I wouldn't be
Danica.
surprised if the one GoDaddy commercial you saw was, and it was just a regular commercial. It's like, this guy is a small business owner, and he is sitting at home skipping the Super Bowl because he did not make his website on GoDaddy.com. I'm like, no.
I enjoyed
No.
I enjoyed the Kate Upton commercial as well.
I mean, who wouldn't like that?
You can put Kate Upton in as many ads as possible. I'm not playing Game of War. It's
Yeah,
not.
It was pretty good.
Happening.
Okay,
gotta say that.
first of all, the one last thing I should mention, there was the one commercial I thought was the stupidest commercial I ever saw was Kim Kardashian saved data.
Thank you.
I saw.
What the
Thank
heck
you.
was up with that?
I saw that a
That's-
week ago. I saw like a preview, like a press release,
Right.
whatever you want to call it. And I mean, like I thought it was funny, but I mean,
It's Kim Kardashian. It's not
Whatever.
funny.
I'm not going to T-Mobile now. That's how I'm just going to say it.
you can't hate hater.
Exactly.
All right, so now moving on to the NFL Honors Awards show. It's the 4th annual show where they announce like the new Hall of Fame class and the MVP, Offensive Rookie of the Year, that stuff. And it's held the night before the Super Bowl, and Seth Meyers hosted, and he did a great job.
I didn't get to see his monologue,
It was
but I
pretty
hear
funny.
he was fantastic.
It was
He
pretty funny.
dissed Johnny Manziel, Roger Goodell.
Who doesn't diss either of those two?
It was
I would
it was,
definitely do it in a sec.
it was funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty nice. I mean, it may not been as great as Drake was last year. To me, my
At the
opinion.
ESPYs. Well,
Right.
yeah, Drake at the ESPYs was just great
I know.
because the Lance Stevenson bashing, because the
Alright,
Lance
of
camp.
course.
Like, nothing beats the Lance camp.
Well, it's different. It's all honors. So, Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham Jr. definitely deserved the Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely.
He missed 7 to 8 games with a hamstring injury, and then came back and showed that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, 4 games. Oh, I thought it was more than that. Wow.
The man. That's
As
all you gotta say.
Yeah, as a Giants fan, it feels like longer, but
Right.
he came back and just made an immediate impact. Had a first touchdown in his game back, and then made one of the catches of the year, and probably one of the greatest catches of all time against the Dallas Cowboys.
Again, Odell's one-handed catch was the top play in the NFL this year.
And also having a record that lasted for 24 hours with most one-handed catches in a minute with 33, which was later broken by a University of Iowa wide receiver with 44.
The Giants, honestly, if Eli plays like he plays in the playoffs next year, and Victor Cruz returns healthy and Odell keeps up what he's doing, they could win the division. I mean, Dallas, it's going to be tough for them to sign DeMarco and Dez.
Yeah.
I would throw as much money as possible at both of them, but I don't know what they're going to do. And then the Eagles, rumor out of Philadelphia
That
is
Nick
that
Foles will not return.
well, and they're going to try and get Chip Kelly's former quarterback at Oregon, Marcus Mariota, in the draft. They're going to try and pull a RG3 swap like the Redskins did a couple years ago.
No, my question is, why would you do that? Well, Mariota is a very good quarterback, but there are some doubts about him because of his size. Because Mariota, for his size, is not like the size of an NFL quarterback. He's pretty short, but he's big and stocky. But still, like you look at, like Mark Sanchez had a pretty good year for the Eagles.
It was
Why
pretty
not
good year.
Give him
Yeah,
one
what do you go?
chance,
What do
and
you
if
go? What, 4-3, 4-4?
he won some big games for them.
Yeah, I mean,
But still lost some pretty
Yeah, but
easy
still.
games.
But I mean, still, like maybe you give him one chance, and then if he doesn't like play as well as he did this season, then you switch your starting quarterback. 'Cause
Well-
it seems like he's been playing pretty well. With
Well,
them.
Maybe to bring some competition,
what
make
I
you feel
what I've
we'll do a little
noticed
better.
What I've noticed is that before the national championship, everyone was like, "Oh, Marcus Mariota, slam dunk #1 choice, like easy, best quarterback in a while since Andrew Luck." He played okay against Ohio State. He didn't like tear them up, but he didn't have an awful game either. I think, and they say that he doesn't translate to a pro offense anymore, but if you put him in Chip Kelly's offense, it's just like the one he ran at Oregon, and with the weapons he has in Philadelphia, it'll be just like Oregon. I think it's a perfect fit. If Philadelphia can do it, I think they definitely should try and get Mariota.
And the rumors of the Jets also trying to get Jameis Winston.
I feel like
That one.
that's
I-
interesting.
That one. I don't
Jameis
know.
Winston
Because
in
there
New
are-
York is not a good idea.
It's not.
Yeah,
Not a good idea.
probably
With all the trouble he gets into, definitely.
Yeah,
not.
exactly. Like another example of that, J.R. Smith, balling in Cleveland now. My Cavaliers, baby. Balling in Cleveland right now, averaging like 16.5 a game, 40% from 3. He says his success is because there's nothing to do in Cleveland. It's video games and basketball for him. And there's nothing like nightlife distracting him or
Well,
anything.
you know why he wasn't playing well in New York, right? Not just that.
Well,
He got his money.
well, yeah, he said
He got his money.
He
Of
also
course,
he
he got
also
his money.
did say that like
Carmelo.
he was
Yeah.
distracted.
Because if you look at most sports, it's like once the player gets the big contract. This happens in every sport I've noticed besides hockey and baseball. Once the player gets the big contract, they don't play how they used to because
No,
they're like,
I
I'm
disagree.
still earning that.
I
amount of
disagree
money.
with I disagree
Right.
with that. The Angels the last couple of years, Josh Hamilton and Albert Pujols, the first year they really haven't done that much. I think that they were like affected by it too, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think that could be definitely the case of why J.R. Smith's like, oh look, I'm in Cleveland and I'm playing with LeBron. I better play well if they want to keep me.
Yeah. Well, he knows his role. He has a specific role. He knows he's a shooter. He's a shooter and like instant offense, and
Yeah.
that's his bread and butter, instant offense.
Yeah. All right, now we should probably get back to a little bit of the NFL honors here. Whose
Yes.
defensive rookie of the year was?
From the Rams, Aaron,
Right.
whatever his name is.
Aaron. Yeah, whatever. I don't even remember his last name.
Well, Aaron Donald.
Aaron
Aaron
Donald.
Donald.
Yes.
Well deserved.
St. Louis Rams.
I'm surprised that
What a
HaHa
joke.
Clinton Dixon not on the ballot.
I don't know if you would want to announce his name at the end
The
of the
best name.
Clinton Dix.
The best name in professional football. Haha, Clinton Dix.
And
True.
Rookie of the Year overall was Teddy Bridgewater. That one I think he did deserve a little bit, but I feel like there could have been some competition.
I'll take. I'm happy with it.
Could have been some competition
Yeah.
with it, but I mean, he did
Just contend.
his first start. He won,
Yeah,
and he had over 100
He
yards
played
rushing
well.
as a quarterback.
Who's his number one receiver? I don't even know.
Number one receiver. I don't know. Devin
Exactly.
Devin
Don't even know.
Devin Aroma-Shadu? I don't know.
And he lost Adrian Peterson. He had no running back. He had
Right.
Matt Asiata as his running back. So
And
I think he did. He did a pretty good job given what he was he was surrounded by.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they just figured that's probably what it was. I mean, you're not going to pick Johnny Manziel, so sorry, Josh.
All right, MVP real quick.
Aaron Rodgers.
Deserving.
Very
Well
deserving.
Very
Well
deserving.
deserving.
I
Two-time
think
NFL
It
MVP.
could have.
Of course.
People can make the argument for J.J. Watt, but Aaron Rodgers
He blew it up
he just
this year.
balled out this year.
I mean,
Well,
even
just
when
balled.
he had a torn calf muscle and
During the playoffs.
and,
Exactly.
and almost beat Seattle. They should have won against
No,
Seattle.
they should have.
That was not on Aaron Rodgers, not one bit.
I know that was not on him at all. That was on the defense. But if you look
Not
at
even the defense.
the onside kick,
Bostic catches that ball. The game's over.
It is over. I mean,
it's totally over. if he
look.
catches
I
that
mean,
ball.
it's just.
And then the same guy for the Seahawks who recovered that onside kick had
Made
over 100 yards
100 yards.
receiving and a
Chris Williams,
touchdown.
1
Chris
yard
Matthews
and one touchdown.
Matthews, right.
with over 100 yards and a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
If he-
like, what the heck?
Unbelievable.
If they won, then if they won the Super Bowl, then I think he would have been MVP.
That's what I was saying. The people were
Absolutely.
like, if he wins the Super, like if they win the Super Bowl, they were like, oh, you got to give it to Russell Wilson.
Mhm.
And then people were like, oh no, you got to give it to Marshawn Lynch. But the NFL would hate giving it to Marshawn
know.
Lynch because he doesn't talk to the media.
Now, Chris Matthews was actually originally working in KFC. Or
Really?
was it? Yeah. And he also was the Rookie of the Year in the CFL.
Really?
Oh, but that's the CFL.
And he was-
that's
he was
the
undrafted.
CFL. I don't even know what kind of football they play.
What is
They have
that?
some strange rules. Though.
Chad Ochocinco plays in the CFL. Montreal Alouettes, baby. The Montreal Alouettes.
They play in the old Olympic Park in Montreal.
Yes.
in the Olympic
that's right.
Stadium.
And their goalposts are in the front of the end zone.
That's actually how the NFL used to.
That's all the time we got. So thank you to my men, Josh Whitman and Brett Mearson. Now, see you next time.